Pune, known as Pune until 1978, is the second largest metropolitan city in the Indian state of Maharashtra and the eighth most populous city in India, with an estimated population of 7.4 million as of 2020. It has been ranked as the most livable city in India several times. Along with the municipal corporation limits of PCMC and the three cantonment towns of Camp, Khadki and Dihu Road, Pune forms the urban core of the eponymous Pune metropolitan region. According to the 2011 census, the urban area had a combined population of 5.05 million, whilst the population of the metropolitan region was estimated at 7.4 million. Situated 560 meters above sea level on the Deccan Plateau on the right bank of the Mother River, Pune is also the administrative headquarters of its namesake district. In the 18th century, the city was the seat of the Peshwas, the prime ministers of the Maratha Empire, and one of the most important political centers on the Indian subcontinent. The city was also ruled by the Ahmadnagar Sultanate, the Mughals, and the Adil Shahi dynasty. Historical landmarks include Lal Mahal, the Kasbah Ganapati Temple, and Shaniwar Wada. Major historical events involving the city include the Mughal-Maratha Wars and the Anglo-Maratha Wars. Pune is widely regarded as the second major IT hub of India, and the top automobile and manufacturing hub of India. It is known as the Oxford of the East, with the presence of a wide range of educational institutions. India's first indigenously run girls' school was started in Pune by Savitribai Phule and Fatima Sheikh. The city has emerged as a major educational hub in recent decades, with nearly half of the total number of international students in the country studying in Pune. Research institutes of information technology, education, management and training attract students and professionals from India and overseas. The earliest reference to Pune is an inscription on a Rashtrakuta dynasty copperplate dated 937 CE, which refers to the town as Punya Vishaya, meaning sacred news. By the 13th century, it had come to be known as Punawadi. During the Rashtrakuta dynasty, the city was referred to as Punaka and Punyapur, whilst the copper plates of 758 and 768 CE show that the Yadava dynasty had renamed the city Punaka Vishaya and Punya Vishaya. Vishaya means land and Punaka and Punya mean holy. The city was known as Kasbi Pune when under the command of Maratha king Shivaji's father, Shahaji Raje Bhosale. The only divergent naming was when Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb renamed the city Mahiabad sometime between 1703 and 1705 in memory of his great-grandson Muhi-ul-Milan, who died there. But the name was erased soon after Aurangzeb's death. It became Pune in English during British rule in 1857 and changed to Pune in 1978. Copper plates dated 858 and 868 CE show that by the 9th century an agricultural settlement known as Punaka existed at the location of the modern Pune. The plates indicate that this region was ruled by the Rashtrakuta dynasty. The Padaleshwar rock-cut temple complex was built during this era. Pune was part of the territory ruled by the Suna Yadavas of Devagiri from the 9th century to 1327. Pune was part of the Jagur granted to Maloji Bhosale in 1599 for his services to the Nizamshahi. Pune was ruled by the Ahmadnagar Sultanate until it was annexed by the Mughals in the 17th century. Maloji Bhosale's grandson, Shivaji, the founder of the Maratha Empire, was born at the fort of Shivneri, about 90 kilometers from Pune. It changed hands several times between the Mughals and the Marathas in the period 1680 to 1705. After the destruction of the town in raids by the Adil Shahi dynasty in 1630 and again between 1636 and 1647, Dadoji Kondio, the successor to Didfail, oversaw the reconstruction of the town. He stabilized the revenue collection and administrative systems of the areas around Pune and the neighboring Maval region. He also developed effective methods to manage disputes and to enforce law and order. The Lal Mahal was commissioned in 1631 and construction was completed in 1640 AD. Shivaji spent his young years at the Lal Mahal. His mother, Jijabai, is said to have commissioned the building of the Kasbah Ganapati temple. The Ganesha idol consecrated at this temple has been regarded as the presiding deity of the city. From 1703 to 1705, towards the end of the 27-year-long Mughal-Maratha Wars. The town was occupied by Aurangzeb and its name was changed to Mahiabad. But the name was erased soon after Aurangzeb's death. In 1720, Baji Rao I was appointed Peshwa of the Maratha Empire by Shahu I, the fifth Chhatrapati of the Maratha Empire. As the Peshwa, Bajirao moved his base from Saswad to Pune in 1728, marking the beginning of the transformation of what was a kasbah into a large city. He also commissioned the construction of the Shaniwar Wada on the right bank of the Mother River. The construction was completed in 1730, ushering in the era of Peshwa control of the city.